Hi everyone, you have found what to play next. We're bringing everything that is awesome in gaming, like this. This is Ultima VI, one of the best games of all time, if not the best game of all time. It had this great triptych interface that they really took to the max in this era. So we're wandering around the castle, the avatar. You can always ask these guys their names and their jobs. So this is Maldrick the Boar Hunter. Excuse me, Maldrick the Cook. So, short version, if you're not familiar with the series, Britannia is an alternate universe and you get transported to it to have your adventures. So, super exciting. You get to explore a fully fleshed out RPG with people who have lives. So, every time there's a red word like forest or cook or roast, you're going to be able to talk a little bit more with Maldrick, and he's hitting on you while you do it. So, it's kind of hilarious. So here's Maldrick right here. And this is me. And we're working our way through the conversation. You can interact with most objects, like the roast, the bread. Be careful because they'll try and kill you if you steal. So it's got a lot going on for it. Really just an interesting series. He winds up making a dish for Lord British and getting hired as a castle cook. So obviously, Lord British came over with you, and he stayed behind. So you come back here and you pretty much rescue him and his people. Kind of your raison d'etre. The gargoyles took over this time. So they got gargoyles coming up from the underworld. And that's pretty much what we're scouting out. There's going to be a way to beat them, but Joffrey, the head of the guard, one of Lord British's friends, doesn't know how to do it. So they're really upset about the whole thing. They sent a party out to explore and so on. So we're gonna head out to Cove after we finish equipping up. Your equipment shows to the right here. So this is Shamino. He's one of our friends. He's the guy in green. And this is his inventory. He gets a certain amount of stone. So he has 42 stone that he can carry. 19 of it is already taken, and then he can equip an additional 21. We've used up 11 with all the chainmail, the main potion, sword. So you can take things off the wall. Obviously in the castle, Lord British said, equip up. As long as you're hunting the gargoyles, you can do whatever you want. There are no rules here for avatars. So, my makeup is so oily today. I don't know what I did to my cover up. I use it as sheen around my eyes, but I don't know where the rest of my face got it. So this is Lord British's room, I think. I always get him confused. Yeah, this is Lord British's room. I get his room confused with mine. So you can just take anything anyways. Outside of the castle, like I said, they will yell stealing. Sometimes you get the cards. It's a mess. Khajiit is innocent of this crime. She has done nothing wrong. But as far as equipping, giving yourself the straight hook up, the castle is a good place to do that. Hubert the Lion was haughty and vain, especially proud of his elegant mane. The conceit of this sword is not proper at all, and Hubert the Lion was due for a fall. So it's quality how you can read everything. You run into that a little bit in Skyrim, where they were really proud of their ability to include lore in the form of books, etc. Lord British has a conservatory going on. This must have been fun to design. That was one of the things that occurred to us, was that it must have been fun to design these games, because you would have like the wine glass and the bottle of wine and the pill, and you would put that into the room to kind of make up a conservatory, So more than just creating the tile sets, actually using them like that had to have been a lot of fun. The engine, Richard Garriott would build from scratch. It was one of the main draws of the Ultima series. Is we always got a new engine with every game. Oh, this is my room, okay. And then when you search a chest, it pops up here. You can take all the items. You can also look in bookshelves. Clothes will pop out of drawers. This is a spell book, so that's going to come in, you know, it's going to be important. Stuff like mirrors and fireplaces can have secrets. So you can really, really get into exploring the pixel art, you know? That's my old spell book. We'll have to grab that. It's cool that the avatar was always, she always had magical powers. You can be, you know, paladin or whatever. You can still generally use a spell book. You can always kick it to other party members. So you do tend to start off with Iolo, Shamino, and Dupre. Those are the 3 core members that are in every game. So in the free expansions, Marcia, well, they're not expansions. In the free alternate universe in this pack, Martian Dreams and Ultima Savage Empire, which we have links for on the channel. If you do ever want to check them out, or if you just want to drop a comment, they are free games. We'll just, if you want to check those out and see if it's your type of adventure, obviously Ultima 6 is not very expensive. Those are completely free, so definitely get into it. We want you guys to play along with us. We're for it. Look at how much you get to explore. Obviously, this is Nystul's room. You can, you know, look through it. You were invited to do so. If you're looking for the clue, there's something for you under a plant and serpent's hold. Okay. Painting is by the renowned artist Colin Garrett. So all sorts of Easter eggs. They put little secret doors into this one, which we'll get into a bit. Most people choose to loot the place. You do run into the virtue system. So they're very strict about, like I said, it's a different engine every time, so they're very strict about how they handle you being the avatar. But when you go to other worlds, you have a little bit more lateral movement. So in Savage Empire and Martian Dreams and so on, you can get caught, but it's not necessarily that you're in violation of your oaths. So, oh look, it's a little mousy! I'll have to scale down my portrait here. I think I can go a little smaller and just move in closer. We'll grab that for the next one. I'm Lord British's friend Sherry. Of course you can have some cheese. You're adorable. How can we do anything else? Just drop it. I can't tell you. Knows the one about Hubert the Lion by heart. I think we pretty much also memorized that. And then they bring the interactive environment over, so it's not necessarily a quest point, but just something you get to chat about. It's a slice of life type feeling, more than Skyrim or other alternate adventures, where they just wanted you to experience the people in the world. It was very people-centric. The more you ask about characters and villages and follow up on their storylines, the more rewarding it is for you. I swear this is not a trapped item. I swear that has a function. Like I said, link in the description below. If you do want to see any part of Savage Empire or Martian Dreams, let us know. Also down there's Gamer Grind, Gamer Coffee shipped to your door. They'll put your logo on merch for like nothing bucks. KOF, if I buy this cheeky coffee, $1 make me smile. Support us on Patreon as well. Most of all, hit subscribe. If you hit subscribe and you hit that bell, pop you up a little thumbnail. Let you know what we're doing for the day. So if you're big into the series, you know, we are returning to it. I love playing it, and I really want to, you know, stay on the grind with it, and maybe beat it. It was a huge, like, that would be a real undertaking. I tried it with Ultima 7, and I'm going to try it again now that I have a more steady following. I do have people who check in regularly. Instead I was relying on alerts. A little bit more back when I was around, I'm going to say 2-3K. I'm pushing 5 now, so if you haven't subscribed already, definitely do. Subscribe, the bell. We love you guys. We love that you're always along for the ride, and we'll see you in the next video. I'm going to go ahead and save and do endless lockpicks. This is what we do with our lives.